opponents. They are undefeated in 2020. BHK and Yuma, the RockNES Monsters.
Loud and noxious here for bar wrestling. I am joined by none other than KG himself, Kevin Gill. Welcome. The bar is open, brother.
Loud and noxious. What an honor it is to be here in the bar. Long-time dream of mine, finally being fulfilled.
Well, your dream of entering the American Legion Hall here in Baldwin Park, California, has come true. All of its glory.
Come for the amenities, stay for the world-class wrestling.
Absolutely. Not to mention a bar where I think drinks are 2 for a nickel.
Yeah, the drinks are very reasonably priced. What a show we have in store tonight, man. Bar wrestling versus game-changer wrestling.
It's going to be a showdown.
It's
right
a historic
here.
night as only the High Spots Network and our friends over at highspots.com can present.
You got to check it out because this is like worlds colliding here.
Yeah. Worlds are about to collide here. We got Tony Deppen straight from the sweetest state in the country, Pennsylvania, specifically Hershey.
I think he came straight up the Hershey Highway, didn't he?
Yeah, he's no stranger to it.
Yeah.
Travels on it, eats from it. Whoa, Odie got caught. Tony Deppen, seemingly a bit puzzled by BHK, which of course you know, Loudon, that stands for Big Hunky Kev.
Yeah, just take a look at him. You can tell that.
Compared
right off
to
the bat, he's a big hunky man.
Compared to Big Hunky Kev, I'm more of a medium okay Kev.
Yeah. Oh, he's quite. He's
Oh.
Big Hunky Kev was sporting that Eli Manning jersey a little earlier.
What? Eli Everfly in there, make one half of the team of Deppen Fly, which is, I believe, forming for the very first time tonight.
I believe so, and they're facing the RockNES Monsters, who are undefeated.
Yeah.
In 2020.
They started the decade off with a huge victory.
A Goldberg-like streak already for the RockNES Monsters.
And there's no creative team or committee to ruin that.
No,
it's pure athletic ability.
No, not at all. I think this is gonna be a hard streak to break right here. And right now, Eli's feeling it. And like I see, Kev, I'm sure you're familiar with RockNES Monsters. They've been around for a long time. They've been on the block.
Yuma Booma, baby, all day.
They've been around the block, they've been around the continent, they've been around the universe.
Without a doubt. They're also merchandise mavens. Their new T-shirt kind of celebrates their whole career, and it's doing brisk business. I think people should probably go out of their way to get one ASAP.
It is currently flying into orbit as we speak, and it's out of this world.
Eli Everfly, a breakout from right here in that Southern California region. He's a guy that's got to go all over the world already, still at this very young age, and just a few more than a handful of years into the business.
He's got a bright future, this Eli Everfly. If he keeps his risks in check, he needs to calculate these risks that he takes. Because let me tell you, he's not scared to take them.
Not at all. High risk. It's been paying off for him. Oh my God!
Like right there.
Beautiful execution. Just the physics involved. I can imagine him sitting down with a protractor and just kind of figuring that whole thing out.
You know, I think that might be the key here for Eli and Deppen to pace this match according to their game plan. Like, don't go too fast, you know? Keep BHK grounded. Don't let him tag. And maybe they'll get their victory here. And as great as the members of Deppen Fly are individually, this is their first time teaming. While Yuma and BHK, they're a SoCal institution. They know every trick, and they can communicate telepathically, from what I understand. Oh yeah. They're able to just convey complete messages to each other through baby pictures and like still photography of Lego. It's really interesting. Wow, that's interesting. A multicolored brick system. Absolutely. And all the brick colors are equal, and they're all celebrated. Deppen Fly going very well in their first teaming. We got two members of Deppen Fly in the ring here. Come on. Odie maybe a bit razzle-dazzled by the teamwork. Yeah, he is razzle-dazzled here, I think. The bright fluorescent lights of Baldwin Park have gone to his head. A few times the lights flickered like a strobe. That could have put Odie on stun. That's because it is possessed. Here we go. BHK holds onto those ropes. Oh. Yeah, sometimes BHK can just turn into a one-man army. He's got the size. He's got the strength. And he's got the intensity. He's like a burst. He's like, oh! He's not unlike a berserker. A very, very handsome berserker. Look at the ovation. Talk about innovative offense. Well, because he's groomed himself. Cover here, only two. Arrogant cover, but it could have been effective. He's groomed himself so well tonight that his beard, which is normally very long, it's still very full, but it's not out of control. It's in shape. You know, he's got the chest hair. I don't know if it's just his physique, but he looks amazing tonight. Yeah, I think he really prepared for this match on every way. Not just studying tapes, not just getting his mind right, but getting all of his male hair grooming into full effect. Yes, and you can see it's quite a lot of work. And Yuma, not to cut you off, no stranger to hair. That was, as my uncle used to call that move, he called that the Bearderian. And he used to give it to me. So wow. I know that that's a tough move. Passed down from generation to generation. Yuma trying to lure Deppen into the ring here. And now BHK taking advantage here, just standing on the neck of Eli Everfly. Yeah, Johnny Yuma stand on top of Eli Everfly as BHK now tagged in. Look at that booty pop there. Where's this going? This is the advantage that the RockNES Monsters have. Their advantage is they have their double team maneuvers worked out. They know where they need to be at a certain time, a certain place. Without a doubt, and you know, with BHK, with all that junk in the trunk, he's really able to just bring the offense a whole bunch of different ways. It's like solid titanium. Yeah. That posterior. He could use it as a weapon. It's also a distraction. I mean, it's quite a lot going on in one package. Ooh! Turned him inside out. Oh, I see now what's going on with the beard. There's an additional secondary beard support in there. I didn't even notice that, Loudon. Oh, Eli Everfly can't survive this. And all this time now, I thought he had trimmed his beard. And he's completely exposed. He must have, ooh. A poke in the Eli eye. BHK must have used the timeless wrestling trick of just wetting his body hair to make it appear incredibly well groomed. That's just speculation on my part. Yuma has not changed his haircut since the late 80s.
Government issue right there. He had the same haircut when he was picking up the original Star Wars figures as they dropped, and he has the same hair when he goes to the Star Wars various theme parks and stuff. He's kept it consistent.
Yeah.
Some say the Star Wars franchise has had its ups and downs, but for Yuma, it's all up.
He's been trying to influence the youth of America, but it hasn't been working.
Eli Everfly, battling the odds there against two competitors.
This is where Eli is dangerous. Look out!
Look at that. Hurling both of the RockNES Monsters headfirst into that unforgiving corner pad.
Still, though, the RockNES Monsters with enough teamwork to hang on to Eli, keeping that tag. There's the speed of Eli, though, finally.
And here comes Tony Deppen, a man known as the gatekeeper in Game Changer Wrestling. High cross body, beautifully executed. You can see Deppen just has it. There's something extra in his DNA.
Would you call him the gatekeeping warrior, the GCW?
Sure, I would. Here we go, Deppen, very unpredictable. He can come at you a lot of different ways. Another one of those great wrestlers from the state of Pennsylvania. Almost kicked the arm out of the socket, Loudon. And look at the deranged look on Deppen's face. Never turn your back on a man who's handsome, as BHK.
Never turn your back on a man who melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
In a room as hot as this one, it's pretty easy to melt. Didn't work that time for Deppen. BHK had it scouted. Deppen going for that beard. Beard strike after beard strike by Tony Deppen. Big hunky Kev is on Dream Street. What a partner. Ooh.
Palm strike.
Yuma is a wrestling machine. No wonder he's Ron Funchess's favorite wrestler.
Deppen got completely destroyed.
Deppen's out.
Deppen is out cold. It's up to Eli now to gain some momentum here. Try to gain some offense on BHK. Going around sunset flip attempt.
It's like climbing a tree. Eli Everfly trying to do everything. Beautiful.
That's the second time we've seen that stunner. His calling card, if you will.
Beautifully executed. Eli hits those ropes hard. Again, BHK just a mountain to climb, but he got spiked on his dome.
You know, I was going to say BHK's strength. He might have been able to grab Eli and plant him, but he wasn't able to do it.
Uh-oh, stand clear. Eli Everfly.
Unbelievable. I was talking about those wrists earlier, Kevin, and Eli's just not scared to take them. And that time it paid off.
That's why the whole world's been talking about Eli Everfly. Everywhere he goes, he's willing to just go to that next level. But so is honestly everyone in this match. There's not anybody phoning it in right now. They're not even texting it in. Look at this. Look at the teamwork from the newly formed team of Deppen Fly.
Deppen holding BHK in place long enough.
1, 2. Ooh. Beautiful. That double stomp right onto the kidneys of BHK. But like State Farm, Yuma is there.
Just in the nick of time.
Yuma flipping off the crowd.
They've got a lot at stake here. They've got a winning streak at stake here, which is, some say, more important than a world title.
More important than anything. More important than family, friends, Star Wars.
Strong words. Strong words, but Yuma fighting like he means it.
Yuma creating some separation and creating a moment, a pause here that may give him and his partner a moment to recover. Tony effing Deppen, not without his supporters here.
This match is taking its toll on all four competitors here.
Without a doubt, you got four great athletes going hard.
I think Deppen and Eli formed a more cohesive unit than the RockNES Monsters were expecting.
Oh, absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work. It seems like Deppen and Fly have been teaming together for years.
Yeah, they're kind of perfect for each other when you look at their styles, how well they mesh.
Absolutely, both fearless, and they both bring a lot of unique skills to the table.
We might be seeing a lot more of Deppen Fly, but of course that all depends on what goes down right here, right now.
And of course, like you said, the billion-dollar question, can Deppen Fly end the streak? That's the question, because if you end the streak, you get the merchandise
Kevin,
money, you get
the question
everything.
is, can anyone end the streak?
Ooh. And that's the question. I don't know if anyone can. Deppen's going to give it his all.
Wow, Deppen flies out like a cannonball.
Look at Tony Deppen.
Shooting out through those ropes. If you blink, you missed it.
A chant of GC Dub emerges here at the world-famous American Legion Post 241 in Baldwin Park, California. High Spots Wrestling Network maybe has never seen action this insane in an opening contest.
It's always chaotic. It's always kind of funky in here. That's just the bar wrestling. That's just the bar wrestling faithful. We like it a little rough around the edges.
Without a doubt, and rough around the edges is how it's how BHK's eye is going to look after getting that heel of Eli Everfly.
He's the definition of rough around the edges.
Everfly in a whole heap of trouble here.
He's all by himself. All by himself in the ring at the mercy of the RockNES Monsters who've been teaming for years.
Oh! Good night, Eli Everfly.
The streak continues.
Hell of a victory, and just like that, some people didn't know what to expect, but at the end of the night, the streak continues. The biggest streak in wrestling of this decade marches on.
Congratulations to the RockNES Monsters.